They're called Downwinders, people who lived downwind of atomic test sites during the Cold War. They were in the path of radioactive fallout from those tests. Now Congress is looking at expanding the radiation exposure compensation program for them. It's a proposal that was welcomed today by miners and residents from Arizona, as Dani Coble reports from our Washington bureau.
Leslie Begay made his living as a uranium miner, but he still carries a reminder of that work with him every day.
The day that I was carrying this and my friend asked me, he kind of like brushed it off. I said, "No, you're not." He says, "Get yourself checked. This is the serious stuff." About two months later, he's gone. He just got him just like that.
The serious stuff is cancer, one of the effects faced by uranium miners and people who live downwind of the nuclear test sites in Nevada. Begay was on hand today as the Senate Judiciary Committee heard a bill that would increase the compensation that miners and downwinders can receive to help treat the diseases that have been linked to nuclear testing.
The money will not fix, the health problems, the folks that are behind us, but that just and fair compensation will help begin the healing process.
The bill would also broaden eligibility for minors and add residents in 4 states to the 3 states, including Arizona, that are now covered. Nez also urged that the Senate to simplify the application process. Critics said one of the current ways to get benefits is to produce documents that prove you lived in an exposed area, but not all members of the Navajo Nation have access to such documents.
I know that the Navajo Nation is a federal trust land, and I think it's really unfair for the government, Department of Justice, to prove that we live in these designated areas. So hopefully with the amendment, these will ease a lot of problems, and that would help a lot of people.
For those who qualify, it can still be a struggle. Begay says he has to travel to Phoenix for treatment because there are not healthcare facilities on the reservations equipped to do so.
I am totally down to nothing almost. I mean, this is, unprepared for, that it is very unprepared for.
On Capitol Hill, Dani Coble, Cronkite News.
In addition to Arizona, downwinders who live in Nevada and Utah can currently apply for compensation from the fund. The bill would expand eligibility to residents of New Mexico, Colorado, Idaho, and Montana.